Hi, my name is Dan Ariely. I'm a professor of psychology and behavioral economics, and I want to think together for a few minutes about giving. And I want to basically contrast how much giving is due to emotion versus how much is due to cognition. So imagine the following. Imagine you're about to go for a job interview. It's your dream job. You're really looking for it. You're really hoping to get this job. You have a new shirt, and new pants, and new socks, and new underwear, new shoes, and you're walking over a bridge and you're 15 minutes away from your job interview. And all of a sudden you hear a cry of a baby. And you look over the side of the bridge and you see a baby about to drown. And you have no time. You can decide, and you have to decide right now, if to jump with your clothes and save the baby, in which case you'll certainly miss the job interview. There's no way out of this. Or you'll go to the job interview. Now think about it. What would you do? Most people say that they will jump and save the baby. They don't think about it, and nobody's saying, you know what? I'll make a deal at that point. I'll say to myself that if I'll get that job, I'll forget about the baby, I'll go and get the job, and if I get that job, I'll give 20% of my salary to charity. And with 20% of my salary to charity, certainly I could help more than this one baby. I'll maybe help hundreds, maybe thousands of babies. Over the years, that will be much better for the world. But nobody's able to think this way. Why? Because the moment you hear the cry of a baby, your emotions get evoked and you're compelled to act. Whereas the thought about thousands of babies in other places far away that you don't see and don't hear and don't feel are not as compelling, and therefore don't get us to act. And this is the basic contrast, is that when we think or we feel emotionally, we're compelled to act and we become incredibly generous and caring. But when we think about it carefully, our emotions get muted. When we think, they basically kind of crowd out our emotions. We don't feel as much, and therefore we're not as easily moved to make decisions. So, make decisions to help other people. So when we think about giving, we need to think about how do we get emotions ignited so that people give, or how do we get people to reason enough so that even without emotions they're compelled to act. For example, how do we get people to care about things like malaria, which is prevention? It's basically people who have not been getting the disease yet. We want to prevent them from getting it in the future. How do we basically trick ourselves to act even when we don't feel like it? So think about those two things. How do we get people to feel, and through feeling act? And how do we get people to create procedures, something like tithing or rules for behavior, that basically don't wait for us to feel something before we're acting? Okay, I hope this will spark a little bit of discussion. And for now, take care and all the best.